welcome to high school sports here on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. I'm Dwayne Kohler and joined by Nick Bancroft today. Nick, welcome to volleyball. This is not something new to you, is it?
No, it's not. I thank you guys for having me on board, and I look forward to a good night of volleyball.
So Meadville's 2 times has been a state champ in only ever one sport, volleyball, and you've been a coach here for the most recent time of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was an awesome season, awesome run. We had a good group of guys and had a good turnout that year. Yeah.
Let me ask you just kind of a general question here. Crawford County seems to be strong in volleyball. Am I right about that?
Yeah, we have a nice crew down here. A lot of history, a lot of good coaches, and I think that's where it starts at, right? So one of the best coaches around here we're going to see tonight, Marci Malliard. She's been in a long time.
Marci has a region record of 287 and 56, and an overall record of 393 and 104, including 11 region championships, 6-time District 10 runner-up, and 10 District 10 championships. She also has 4 state quarterfinal appearances and 2 state semifinal appearances, a 3-time state runner-up, and a 2004 state championship. Is there anyone else out here in the crowd tonight that we missed that can come down and join us? Anyone that has coached with Marci that would like to come down and join us? Yes. All right. As Larry mentioned, we want to thank all of you for coming out tonight to show your support for Marci. There's a quote that says, "Behind every fearless player is a fearless coach who refuses to let them be anything but the best they can be." Marci has been and always will be one of the best coaches I ever played for. She truly loves this game and her players and would do anything for them. Words cannot describe the amount of time and dedication she has put into volleyball over the past 25 plus years as a coach. Not only does she strive to make each individual a better player, but a better person. I am certain that everyone here tonight can all agree that we are truly blessed to have learned countless things from Marci throughout the years. We want to thank every one of you, or we want to thank you for everything you have done and sacrificed for this program. The boys program, JOs, the elementary program, and everything in between. You've always inspired us as individuals and as a team to strive to achieve above the best, both on the court and off. Being able to coach by her side for the last few years has been an honor. I'm not sure what the future of Cochranton girls volleyball will look like without Marci, but I know that there are some big shoes to fill. Lear and I sincerely hope to be half the coach she is someday. We love you, Marci, and from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you as our coach as well as our friend.
People are pretty excited here about that.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat ceremony here they're doing for her. She deserves a ton of recognition. They try to keep it a surprise. You know, she doesn't like to take the glory of a lot of things. She doesn't like to be in the spotlight, and so they didn't want her to know because I think if she did know, she would have maybe not been all for all this. She really doesn't like to be in the spotlight, which is I think it's a testimony of what kind of person she is.
Well, that's great to see her getting to greet all the. I'm sure those were all players that were with her for many years.
All former players, a lot of good players I see down there. From the years I played, the years I started watching volleyball, and she's done a nice job. She impacts a lot of people in the community, right? And we get to see that tonight.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well deserved. The sport of volleyball is going to miss Coach Malliard.
Now I see on the wall over there all kinds of championships things, and I'm looking for the 2004.
Yeah.
2004 state championship there. It's up there someplace. I just haven't found it yet. District. Oh, there we go. It's behind the basketball hoop. That's why I can't see it.
You're right.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
2004. Yep.
Well, that's great. State semifinalist.
Yep.
State final winner.
Yeah, they've been to the state quarterfinals 10 times.
Wow.
State semifinals 6 times. State runner-up 3 times, and then a champion 1 time.
That's amazing. That's wonderful.
I have a couple stats here I'd like to read real fast.
Yeah, sure.
Her overall record. Well, let's start with her region record: 287 and 56. Now I think this was the start of the season. And then her overall record, 393 and 104. I think coming into this match, they're 7-0. maybe 8-0, 7-0 or 8-0. So she's got 400 wins under her belt.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
And she's got to greet all the alumni here. That's awesome.
11 region championships, 6 District 10 runner-ups, and 10 District 10 titles.
It looks like everybody had a gift for her. She's got a whole handful of flowers.
Yes,
there.
she
That's
does.
Awesome. Oh, that's great.
Well deserved.
Oh, there we got a vase. Okay. All right.
Getting a hug from her son, Ryan.
So we're going to be waving to the crowd there.
Waving to the
That's
crowd.
great.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's great.
Nice community, a lot of support, a lot of people out here to watch this match tonight. It's great.
Welcome to Cochranton High School for tonight's matchup between the Cambridge Spring Blue Devils and our own Cochranton Cardinals. The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Please stand and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem by Mrs. Jennifer Zamperini.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, moon's broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We'll get the starting lineups here.
Okay.
Get things going.
And now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting team, the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. Senior opposite hitter, number 12, Emily Boland. 11.
Looks like all the players have a Mountain Dew to hand to Coach Marci. Coach Malliard always seems to have a Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew. Let me take that. She looks like she's going to have a couple of them in her hand. That's pretty neat. Nice match to do this against too. Coach John Turner, he and Coach Malliard have a good relationship. One of the assistant coaches, Coach Randy Ferris, also good relationship with Marci. Long time.
Sophomore middle hitter, number 9, Peyton Leandro. And freshman setter, number 13, Ken Boozer. The Blue Devils are coached by John Turner, Randy Ferris, and Becky Leandro.
Well, that was very nice of them.
And now, the starting lineup for your Cochranton Cardinals. Junior outside hitter, number 4, Brooklyn Needler. Sophomore middle hitter, number 10, Marley Rodak. Sophomore outside hitter, number 3, Danny Hoffman.
Okay.
Senior opposite hitter number 14, Devin Sokol.
Both teams come in with a pretty young lineup. A lot of younger underclassmen from both teams.
Very much a sophomores for Cochranton starting here.
Yep.
Senior center number 8, Dana Jackson. And senior number 16, Tatum Jackson. The Cardinals are coached by Marci, Malliard, Larry Schmader, and Kendall Bancroft. Good luck, everyone.
All right, we're just about ready to go.
Yep. Cochranton's going to have the first serve.
What's the kind of talk you have with your team at right this second?
Yeah, I think just to stay focused, right? You pre-planned what you're going to do. At the end of the day, you need to establish yourself on the court by not making errors, right? And so you want to start off by serving the ball well, taking care of the ball when it's on your side, and not giving up any free points. So staying composed and doing your job. Don't worry about what's going on the other side of the court right now. Just focus on that first couple points of taking care of what you need to take care of.
It seems like a lot of excitement here about the game, so you don't have to really build up excitement here to get the team fired up.
Really emotional sport volleyball is, right? So it goes back and forth, and you want the team that usually wins is the team that's most successful at keeping that momentum on their side, and it can swing at the tip of a hat, right? One play can change the difference, and you'll see a rally of points go off, and the team that can stay most composed and eliminate those errors and
have a shake hands here before the start.
Nice to see. We got Vic Carr and Ron Luckick doing our reffing tonight. Vic's been around for a long time, as has Ron. Done a lot of reffing. Should be a all ref match. We got a couple of lines judges, one from Cambridge, one from Cochranton each. Some students. Giving a lineup check right now to make sure they got the right players on the court. We'll be underway here in a second. Any second now.
How do you decide who gets the serve?
Coin toss. Beginning of the match, do a coin toss. And, yeah. Serve or receive.
Okay. All right, so.
All right,
like the
so
Cambridge.
Blue
Devils are.
Yep, serving left to right, number 7. Audrey Bullock. Ball's passed up by Jackson to Dana Jackson, swinging by Marley on the right side. Ball dug back up to across the net. Dana Jackson sets the ball up to the outside. The Hoffman takes a nice swing to the outside and gets a nice kill.
Now, it doesn't matter if the ball hits the net. The ball's
correct. Yeah,
as long as it goes over, right?
Yep, ball hits the net. It's good to go as long as it crosses the net.
But you can't hit it with your hands or step on the line on your feet, right?
Yeah. So if you, as a player, touch the net, you it's a point their team.
You're giving it away. Yep.
Tatum serves right to left. Trouble pass, and they're going to take a swing and not get it across the net. So another point, Cardinals. That first pass has got to, it's tough if you can't get that first ball up to the net. You add a system, and it's a tough way to start any point. Jackson with another serve to libero, and that's shanked to the left off the court, and that's an ace.
What's the best serve? I mean, is there a real particular way that's going to be like? Do you want a hard, straight line serve, or do you want it to be curving downhill, or what's that?
Trying to hit a seam, I think, right? I'll answer that in a second here. Ball,
so,
another shank there.
Like that one, like you just said there.
Yeah, so
in between
right?
There, right?
So you're aiming for the seams. There's a couple different types of serves. There's a float serve. There's a top spin serve. You don't want the ball to be real high. Usually, about the height of the antenna or below. Coming across the tape, that's a nice serve as well. So another trouble pass.
Kind of more positioning like that one there. That was in front. The person didn't have a chance to really get
right.
there.
Moving it back and forth from the end line to between the 10-foot line and about 15 feet is also a way to keep somebody on their toes.
Cochran's jumped ahead 5-zip here.
Tatum with a nice serve in the seam, passed up to the setter. That's a nice pass. Taking a swing on the outside. Nice dig up by Douglas and not out of the net. So that's going to be a point for Cambridge.
So typically, when you dig that ball, you want to get it to the center of your team, the center of the court to your
teammate.
Trying to
get it up so we can get a nice second contact, so you can get a nice swing.
Set up for a spike. Okay.
Ball serve receive back across the net. Set the ball to the outside. A swing from Cambridge down the line. Nice touch by Jackson. Sokol pros up in the middle. Free ball over by Douglas. Ball's on Cambridge side. Going to give him another free ball back to Cochranton. Passed up by Sokol. Nice save by Jackson. It wasn't too tight to the net, and
When you try and roll that thing over the net there, it gets caught on the top, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think she was trying to pull it out and just didn't have enough room to get it away from the net.
Real close to the net.
A little tight, yep. Another serve from Cambridge. Pass up by Douglas, set out to the outside, another free ball. Haven't set the ball to the right side, across the net, and that ball's going to be out of bounds, point to Cochranton.
Is there a way when you hit the ball that you can make it spin down so that it curves down?
Yeah, I think you're always trying to put a top spin on the ball and trying to snap your wrist and your arm.
That one didn't seem to have as much top spin as probably they wanted.
Sure. Tip in the middle, brought up by Jackson, passed up by Douglas, and a swing by Pfeiffer on the outside. Tough contact there, middle of the court. And going to be a point. A nice attack by Eve on the outside there. It's a good swing. So Hoffman back to serve again, right to left.
7-2 for Cochranton right now.
Nice tough serve down the line. Ball's passed up, all right. Overpass. Ooh, that's a rare miss by Sokol there in the middle. Those are tough balls once in a while, and that ball comes over so quick.
Now, when she went to spike that one, it came right back to her. If it had come to someone else, it would have still been okay to play, right?
Yep,
yeah.
So that was a double contact. She touched it twice. That was an unlucky ace for Cochranton, a lucky ace for Cambridge. You like to see those.
That was a lucky break.
Yeah, it is. Those are tough breaks.
Makes the score 7-4 there. Cochranton in the lead.
Cambridge serve, okay pass, set to the right side. Sokol, another miss serve. So swing there by Sokol. Not in system, not a great pass to start off with. Couldn't get a great swing out of it. And she'll take better care of that ball later on, I imagine.
7-5.
Pass up by Douglas, push to the outside by Pfeiffer. Dug out, she's in the net.
She touched the net, so that's a point for Cochranton, right?
She's in the net, so it's going to be a point for Cochranton. Substitution on her right. Looks like Brooklyn Needler in for Lily Douglas. Sokol back to serve for the Cardinals. That ball's a little long. That's going to be a point for Cambridge.
Now, when you get that top spin serve, you can see the ball. That one seemed to be floating just straight.
That one's floating,
that one's go straight, yeah.
Yep.
8-6, Cochranton's ahead.
Cambridge serving left to right.
That was another one of those straight serves.
Yep. Nice swing by Pfeiffer on the right side.
That's a pretty good spike there.
It's a great swing. So substitution. Claire McCartney in to serve. Freshman. Nice float serve. No spin on that ball at all, right?
That one, you could just pick out the color of the ball the whole way because it didn't spin at all.
Sure.
Yeah.
Big swing from Needler on the outside. Good touch by the libero. It's Kylie Miller unable to get that ball back across the net though.
Is there a certain kind of hit that you can make that makes it more like that? The ball jumps away from you rather than jumping back into the middle of the court?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the harder you hit it, not hitting it right at him.
That was a good hard hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attack at the net. He's going to call a carry, I believe. Yeah, so she touched the ball, she blocked it, that was okay. And then when she came down,
she came right back down to her.
Okay, she can have a second contact on it, but it was a delayed contact, right?
So on a block, if you touch it a second time, it's okay. But if you hit it with your hands, with your
Correct.
palms up, right, you're gonna get that call. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, just missed. That's a good swing on the miss by number 1.
Okay, so it's 10-8. Cochranton's leading. Cambridge's gonna serve.
Yep, Kylie Miller back to serve. Junior libero. Pass by Gallo, head up to the outside, swing by Rodax, and that ball's out of bounds. Another point, Cambridge.
10-9.
Williams with the pass, Jackson with the set. Needler with a nice swing right down the middle of the court. That's been a kill for Cochranton.
You want to pick out an open spot there where you're going to spike it to, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So she saw the open spot in the court and she put it there. So Jackson's gonna be back to serve. 11-9, right to left. Ball's shanked off Mumford's arms. That'd be an ace for Jackson.
When you're gonna dig out that ball, do you want to use your forearms or do you use your hands, or what's the better way to go?
Whatever you're more comfortable with,
Okay.
hands, forearms, or your hands. Another ball to Mumford. Sets across the net. That's going to be a double contact. So it didn't come out as clean as she'd like it. And Vic's going to call that every time.
Okay. So that makes it 13-9 now.
Yep. Miller with the pass, set to the outside. Tip off the block, ball's back across the net to Cambridge side. And it's a double contact. She took a swing and ball stayed on her side and she played it again. That was
when
Peyton
she went to
Andrew.
spike it and it came back right to her, there was no one else that could get it, so that's, yeah.
Correct. We have a timeout Cambridge on the left. It's 14-9. Good start to the game for Cambridge. They're staying in the game, 14-9. That's not a bad start.
I see the coach. He's making some symbols there with the Cambridge crowd. Okay.
Probably talking to them. They've got to pass the ball a little bit better. They've gotten ace a couple times. Their first contacts off serve receive, got to be a little better contact. And when they get an opportunity to go swing at the ball, you got to take advantage of that, especially against a good team like Cochranton. They're not going to give you too many free balls back across the net.
So now when you do go to pass, do you want to make a longer pass or kind of a shorter pass? Is there a better way?
We're trying to pass the ball up to the net to the setter, high enough so she can get underneath of it, and right in the middle of the court so that she can set all three positions, the outside, middle, or right side.
Okay.
Yep.
So basically you're aiming for a location on the court.
Yeah.
As much as anything else.
Yeah, for instance, number 13 is the setter right now in Cambridge. She's standing right there in the white circle. That's your target. All right. We have Dana Jackson back to serve, serving right to left. Passed up by Miller, over the net, played up by Hoffman. Jackson's going to set the ball to the outside, back to Hoffman, and that's out of bounds. No touch.
A little bit long. Now it doesn't matter necessarily if you're standing on the line whenever you spike or anything, right? You can spike at an angle even if you are off the court, right?
Yep. As long as you're a front row player. Yep. Either with the swing, touch at the net. Andrew goes to swing, tip across the net. Nice save by Jackson. Not enough though to get it back across the net.
So that's going to make it 14-11, I think.
Yep.
Cambridge serve.
Number 13, Kenda Boozer, back to serve. Pass up by Jackson to Dana Jackson, swing by Needler, right on the line, that ball's in. Nice swing.
That was an interesting positioning there, that one.
That's a good shot, right?
Right in the corner.
Yep. We got Needler back to serve, 15-11. Pass up, set by Kylie, swing on the outside in the middle of the court. Nice pickup by Hoffman. Set up. Soko on the right side, and she powers through the block. Nice swing.
When you're getting ready to spike the ball, I mean, are you going to aim away from the other blocker's hands, or does it matter?
Not necessarily. Sometimes you want to go up there and take a nice swing off their hands to get what just happened there.
Like what happened right
to
there,
off the block. Yep. Tip over the net, played up by Rodax. Soko brings it over. Taking a swing now from Cambridge and doesn't clear the net.
So it makes it 17-11 in favor of Cochranton.
And ball's passed up by Mumford. And it's going to be an ace.
Good serve.
She rallied off quite a few points the other night against Maplewood and Cochranton match. She had a nice match at the service line. She rifles it across the net. Another nice serve in the seam. Unable to handle that ball to the net. And another ace.
Like I was asking before, that ball is rotating forward, so that's that topspin that you were talking about, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe she's trying to float the ball, I think, and it's just not necessarily floating. It's just a nice hard serve across the net, right? Doesn't necessarily have a float or a topspin. It's just a bullet coming across.
That's worked 3 straight times
yep,
there.
Another ace.
20-11.
Miller passes the ball up. Set the ball to the right side. Nice swing, but Cochranton was in the net. Looks like number 3. Nope, number 14. Soko was in the net. Subbing in Lily Douglas, number 9 for Cochranton.
So that's one thing you want to be careful on, not to bump your elbow or your forearm into the net when you're going to block.
That's a free point. Mumford serves. Oh, I'm sorry, Audrey Bullock was serving there. Oh, big swing by.
Wow, that was quite the
Good swing by
spike there.
Sokol. Yep, down the line. It's a tough turn on the ball as a lefty hitting the ball down the line like that. It's a nice swing. Jackson back to serve, 21-12. Miller passes the ball up, set to the middle of the court. We should get a free ball across the net, coming down. Oh, and a little communication error there.
Landed on the basketball hoop up there and rolled around for a minute. Well, the gym is multiple use there, and the basketball hoops are out of the way, but
not always.
Didn't get out of the way that time.
Jackson puts it up, free ball over by Lily. Miller passed the ball to the setter, swing in the middle, tip to Sokol. Jackson's gonna get right back to Sokol, and she takes a nice tip over the net. Oh, nice dig out of the nets, but not able to control it.
Out of bounds there.
Point Cochranton.
23-12 now.
Again, pass by Miller. Set the outside to Mumford. Mumford takes a nice swing right in the corner. And Jackson and Douglas are not able to handle that one. That's going to be a point for Cambridge.
I was kind of wondering if that one might have been outside, out of the line if they'd let that go.
Yeah, that was going to be a close one. It might have fell in that corner. Hard to say.
Could have hit the line, okay.
If it's close, you play it. Pass up. Jackson will set the ball to the right side. Hoffman takes a nice swing. Nice dig up to the middle of the court. Second ball handled out of bounds. Game point. Set point, I should say. Substitution, looks like Ella Gallows coming in for Hoffman. 3 passers are back for Cambridge. Nice serve down the middle of the court, passed it by Miller, set the ball to the outside. Nice swing, nice dig by Douglas there, unable to handle the second contact. That was a nice touch.
I remember back in the day whenever I watched volleyball, I didn't play it, but everybody wore knee pads, and it's like, yeah, we got maybe half the players here with them on now.
Yeah, you don't see it as often anymore. Dump over by Jackson for set point in the first game.
So best out of 5, and Cochranton is going to be up 1-0.
Yep. Cochranton really controlled the service line there. They served the ball well, they passed the ball well. Cambridge needs to get a little bit more rhythm of passing that first contact. I think they got aced. I tallied four aces that game, and that's tough to come back from, giving up 4 easy, quick points.
So whenever you're playing volleyball, there is a fair bit of time when you're diving for that ball, and I'm surprised that there's knee pads aren't a thing anymore. What do you suppose is up with that?
Well, you know, I'll say this.
Does it bog you down when you're...
Sometimes, as a coach, I tell my players to take their knee pads off because I get mad that they slide down onto their knees. I want them to dive and lay out for the ball versus going down to their knees. I just want them to stay off the floor as long as they...
You don't want to land on, you want them landing on their knees.
Right.
Okay,
you want them to stay off the floor sometimes until you have to go to the floor. When you put knee pads on somebody, it's pretty quick to go. They're a little more quick to go to their knees down on the ground.
That makes sense.
But now at some aspects, though, it's people won't dive because they don't have their knee pads on. So then put your knee pads on if you have that problem. So I guess it goes either way.
Even the pads that I see that some of the girls are wearing there aren't nearly as thick as they were back in the day. They were a good
old turtle shells,
inch and a half thick or whatever. These ones are really slim.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtle knee pads. Yeah, you'll see. I don't see any player out there with them tonight, but you'll see some players wearing those sleeves to kind of just protect them from getting some skin burn from the floor.
Actually, that makes sense.
That
does make sense, yeah. Now, Cambridge served the first game. Does that switch now to Cochranton?
Yes, correct. Okay. Cochranton will have the first serve of this match. Brooklyn Needler will have the first serve of the night, or first serve of the second match.
Okay.
Second set, I should say. Barrows in, music stopped, and we're ready to roll. So Needler serving right to left. Nice tough serve again, passed up by Miller. Push the ball to the outside, swing by number 12 right in the middle of the court. That's a nice touch by Jackson. And it lands in the court.
On the line.
Looked in from here, but the line judge calls it out. Then
okay.
Vic confirms, and so the ball is going to be Cambridge's point.
I guess that's why you have a line judge. It looked to me like that one hit right on the line.
Sure.
We're at a different angle here.
She has a little better angle than we do. It's number 7 serving. That's B. Bullock. Jackson swing set to the ball to the outside, but Jackson was under the net, or in the net, I guess, is what they're pointing at.
So Cambridge is up, 2-0.
2-0. Bullock serving again. We have number 15 entering the game. That'd be Sydney Zilhaver. Bullock serves across the net. The ball set back to Rodex on the right side. Ball dug up to the middle of the court. Going to be handled by number 9. That was Leandro, and poor communication there by 2 players not to get the ball back across the net.
So Cochran's going to serve now, and they're back up in the game here, 2-1, trailing.
Deep serve. Ball's passed up. Looks like we're going to get a roll shot from the back row. Played up by Sokol. Jackson's going to push the ball to Tatum Jackson, who rolls the ball across the net to the libero. The ball's going to be set up. Another free ball across the net to Cochranton. Tatum to Dana to Sokol. Big swing down the line off the block, and that's a kill.
As we were talking about before, sometimes you spike it, you're not necessarily trying to avoid.
No.
You might want to spike off the hand, so it goes out of bounds, like happened right there.
Yeah, Devin Sokol, she gets up and she can put a ball away. So
she seems pretty tall.
A lot of times she didn't have to really think about where she's hitting the ball. Just get up there and go swing and
hit it hard.
see what happens. Yeah. Nice serve by Jackson. That's a real nice serve. Just cleared the tape. No spin on that ball. Tough ball to pass.
Take Cochran very long to go from down 2-0 now to up 3-2.
Serving and passing game. That's the key here. On the nice serve down the line. Ball set out to the outside. Nice swing. Number 1, Claire Mumford. And that's a kill.
3-3.
Yep. It's like number, I think that's 19 checking in. That would be Brooke Eldred, sophomore. Miller back to serve. Pass by Jackson to the other Jackson, and swing by Sokol with a kill.
Boy, nice spike there.
Yeah, that was another good swing. Gallows checking in right now for Hoffman on Cochranton's side. It'd be Gallows serve as well.
That was like I asked you about before. You pick out an empty spot on the floor and hit it right to the empty spot.
Yep. She made a nice cut on that ball. It's another tough swing for a lefty to come back to her left like that.
Left hand, okay.
Yep. Swing from the right side off the block. Played up by Douglas to Jackson to back to Sokol again, and another big swing.
So whenever you deflect the ball on a block on a spike like that, that doesn't count as one of the 3 hits you can make.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And Gallows back to serve, 5-3. Passed up by Miller. Set out to the outside by Boozer, and a swing. Dug up by Gallo. Set by Jackson to nobody, but Gallo makes a nice save. And she's going to take a swing on the second ball. Jackson touches it, but it's going to go out of bounds.
That's another one that looked to me like that might have been out of bounds if she hadn't been in the way of that one.
Yeah, sometimes that ball's coming at you so fast.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah. Sometimes you just play it. It's a tough reaction time. Ball served by number 12. Emily Boylan out of bounds.
One back to Cochran, and now 6-4. They're up.
Yep. Who we have checking in here?
Number 7.
Number 7, Macy Williams.
Okay.
And number 4, Brooklyn Needler. Williams is back to serve, right to left. Just cleared the tape again. Another good serve. And going to land for an ace. Tough ball, as that setter's coming from the left front there to the right front. And the ball went back.
Homer that one went.
That's right. Another good serve down the line, played up. And a swing from Miller out of the back row, passed up by Jackson to Dana Jackson, swing by Needler, but doesn't clear the tape, and that's going to be a point for Cambridge.
If you go to spike that thing and you spike it into the tape, sometimes it goes over, sometimes it doesn't, right? I mean, does that have to do with the spin of the ball too, or?
I think the contact point of the ball where you hit it, yeah. Oh, that was an ace for Cambridge. I think that might be their first ace for the night.
Okay.
Good serve down the middle of the court. Gallo.
Back close again, 7-6 Cochran. Cambridge serving.
Here we have number 1, That's Claire Mumford serving the ball. Mumford serves again to Gallo. Another ace off Gallo's right shoulder. Tough ball. Looked like it was going to clip the tape. That's a tough ball to judge once in a while.
7-7.
Think it's going to hit the tape and roll over, and you're moving forward, and then it comes right at your chest. Pass by Needler, overpass. Going to be played up by Cambridge. Tight ball. Oh, and Eve tries to direct that ball into the court, but she directs it out of bounds. Another point, Cambridge.
So that's Cambridge is going to be up now, 8-7. Close game.
That ball's going to be just a little long. Going to be point for Cochranton.
8-8.
Looks like number 17 checking in. That would be McCartney. Oh, that's going to be a carry. Couldn't make up her mind how she wanted to hit the ball there, and sat in her hands a little too long.
When the thing lands in your hands with your hands open,
Yeah.
that's going against you,
When
right?
your palms are up like that, they're going to call you every time on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Boozer sets the ball to the outside. Tip over the net. Picked up by Williams. In a good spot where nobody is, and that's going to be another point for Cochranton.
10-8 Cochranton now.
Claire's back to serve again. Nice serve across the net. Wow. Another tough serve. Shanked off the arms of Miller for another point for Cochranton. I forgot to tally up my aces, but that's been 2 or 3 for them this game. Passed up by Miller to the middle. Set to the outside. Takes a nice swing, rolls off the tape. Dana plays it up. Gallo takes the second ball, and Williams is going to roll this ball into the middle of the court. Set up to the setter. She's going to take a swing on the outside. Nice dig again. Ball's pushed out to the outside. Neither's going to take a nice swing. Dug up high into the ceiling.
Almost hit the ceiling.
Doesn't touch anything. Nice free ball over the net. It's a tough ball coming across the net.
Now, if you do dig the ball and hits the ceiling, does that affect anything?
You can keep playing
you
it
can
as
keep
long
going.
as it
You
stays
keep
on your
going,
side.
okay.
If it hits the ceiling and goes onto the other side, that's an out of bounds contact. That'll be the point to
Okay.
the other team. Cambridge back to serve. 9-11. 19. Into the net. That's Brooke Eldred.
It's going to make it 12-9.
Miller's going to check back in for Cambridge, and looks like Hoffman's going to check back in for Cochranton. Dana Jackson back to serve. Passed up by Miller. Slow communication error again. And a point for Cochranton.
You don't want to be battling with your teammate for
Yeah.
who's going
That's
to dig that ball.
That's where communication. You got to call for the ball. Those out of system plays. You hope a player's going to speak up and take control of that moment. Nice swing, nice touch by Jackson. Ball put out the Needler. Sticks, nice swing. That looks in from here. Yep.
Okay.
That's a nice swing. It's a great dig by Tatum Jackson there. With a heavy hit ball on the outside by, I think that was Bullock who hit that ball.
Timeout. I think that was Cambridge
Yep.
timeout.
Cambridge Springs timeout.
Talking it up 14-9. Actually, it is kind of hard to see get that ball right on the line from we're up here at a high angle.
Yeah.
And I thought that one hit on the line too, but I thought the one on the other side hit on the line. But
Sure.
that one was in, the other one on the other side was out.
Yeah, now that's why you'll hear fans once in a while yelling because they think they see
They
it
think
one way or the other.
Same thing as we just saw.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It's
Well, Cochran's off to a good start here.
Yep. Coach Malliard's got to be telling them to continue to eliminate their errors, right? They take care of the ball, serving and receiving, and I think they're going to stay into this game and do well. But they got to stay focused here. Doesn't matter what the score is right now. Just go out there and do their job. We got Dana Jackson back to serve again. Boozer's up to the net for Cambridge, setting the ball. 2 hitters on the outside with 9, Leandro, and 7, Bullock. Ball set to Leandro. She tips it over. Neither plays it. Back over the net. Leandro's going to take another swing. Blocked by Rodak. Nice play by Marley.
Seemed like a very good block.
Ball's passed up. Over past to Williams. She sets it back to Needler. Off the tape and into the court. Point Cochranton. That was a nice set by Jackson. She reversed direction. She's on this side of the court, and she flings that ball all the way back to Needler. Take a nice swing. Only one block back there, and she took a nice swing.
Very nice, very nice.
Ball's passed up the center court. Leandra plays to the outside. They're going to be a little too far, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Gee, the ref could have played that one. I guess he probably didn't want to.
He'd probably shank it too. I'll tell him I said that.
He could have
though.
stuck his foot out. Get that one a kick.
Passed by, served by Jackson. Miller passed the ball over the net. Rodax makes a nice, smart play, just tipping the ball with 2 hands to where nobody is.
We were just talking about that a minute ago. Both players going for that, not talking to each other about who's going to take it or not there, and kind of messed them up. 18-9 for Cochranton right
Served
now.
by Jackson. Pass up to the center. Set to the outside. Played up nicely by Needler. Pushed by Hoffman. Swung by Needler out of bounds. Number 13 going back to serve.
If you do spike at a real sharp angle, you have less court to hit, right? Yeah.
You got to take a little bit off of that. Nice pass by Jackson to the 10-foot line. Swing by Rodax. Good pass by Miller. A little trouble. They're still alive. The ball's battled out the middle. A little sloppy there. And that's going to be a delayed contact. A lift by Cambridge. That ball kind of sat on her shoulder a little longer than the ref would have liked it. Sokol's going to check back in for Cochranton on the right.
19-10 for Cochranton right now.
A tough pass, quick off the arms of Emily Boylan. Miller couldn't handle the second ball.
20-10 now.
Substitution on our left. Looks like that number 15 is Sydney Zilhaver checking in. Gonna change her passing rotation up a little bit. Ball's passed by Miller to Zilhaver.
Nobody home.
Nobody home on that one. Starting with the pass again. It's not a system pass, not a great pass where you want your setter to your setter, and
You got to pass it where somebody is.
yeah, not handling that out of her system stuff. Another tough serve. Man, right in the seam, low ball. It's a tough ball to pass.
It's 22-10.
Yeah, they kind of pulled away pretty quick there. They were down.
Back and forth at the
2-0.
beginning
Yeah,
now,
right.
and Cochranton has jumped ahead.
Pass by Miller, and off the court. It'll be another point for Cochranton.
23-10.
Neither's having another nice run back here at the service line. Ball's passed up to Boozer, set out to Zilhaver. Zilhaver takes a nice swing, but tied up by Marley. Ball pushed out to Hoffman. She rolls it to the middle of the court. Miller's going to take the second ball, a little tight, and not going to be saved. Ball's going to be out of bounds, or 4 contacts, or 2 contacts. So either one. You could have called. A ref could have called any one of those 3.
What's it mean when he crosses his arms like he did?
Who was that?
He crossed his arms like.
I didn't see what he did.
24-10 favoring Cochranton right now.
Game points. Nice swing by Hoffman down the line.
There's set number 2.
Yep.
So that makes it 2-0 for Cochranton overall.
Yep. Cochranton again. They're winning the serve-receive game, the serving and receive game, right? That's the basics of the.
Definitely dominating it. Yeah.
That's the basic of the game, right? If you can win the serve and receive game, that's where it all starts, right? And so they're doing a nice job at the line there. Cambridge is they're gonna get into this game. They're gonna need to pass the ball a little bit better so they can get a nice second contact and get some more swings. But Coach Turner's gonna talk to them about this and see what he can get figured out for them. He's done a nice job at Cambridge for a long time, and they're not gonna go down without a fight.
I thought they were going to flip-flop sides there, but no, that's.
I hate to refer to COVID-19 all the time, but that's a COVID-19 rule.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we used to switch sides, but since the pandemic, they have changed the rules on that, and high school still stays on the same side. The collegiate level, they do switch.
Okay. Okay.
So maybe someday it'll come back to the NFHS, PIAA rules, but for right now, they're going to keep it just staying on the same sides.
So now this is game number 3. Cochranton served first on game 2, so it's going to go back to Cambridge?
Back to Cambridge, yep.
Back to Cambridge, okay. everybody's ready to roll.
Yep, got both teams out on the court now. Ron Luckick, or down ref, will check their positions, make sure they're in the right spots, send the libero in. And looks like number 7, Audrey Bullock, is going to be our first server. Miller's going to check in as the libero on the left side for Cambridge. And once they cue the music to stop here, they're going to roll away with it. There we go. So Bullock back to serve. Passed up by Jackson to Jackson. On the outside of Devon, big swing here off the block. And that's a kill for...
So that was deflected out of bounds. So
correct.
That's going to go to the spike team.
Yeah,
okay.
correct.
Cochran's up 1-0.
So Tatum Jackson's going to go back to serve. Nice serve to the outside. Ball set to the outside and didn't clear the tape.
Good block. Was that a block or did that hit the tape?
I don't know if it cleared. It's hard to say. It's hard to tell from up here, but it didn't look like it cleared the tape.
I saw a lot of hands up, and
Sure.
I thought maybe it went off one of the hands, but maybe
Yeah.
you're right. Maybe it did hit the tape. Came back in quick.
Another good serve. Miller passes it up. Boozer sets to the right side. A swing cross court. Nice swing. Number 12, Emily Boylan. Nice sharp cross court. Nobody home.
2-1 in favor of Cochran. Cambridge got the ball.
Eldred's going to check back in for Cambridge. And number 9, I think that's a Leandro serving. Ball's passed up by Hoffman. Nice pass to Jackson. Sokol swings, blocked at the net. They continue play, and then she pushes it to a corner. Nobody's
On an
home.
empty spot. Okay.
Yeah, so number 19 there, Brooke Eldred had a nice block, but Sokol did a nice job to play the ball back up and continue with the play and made something out of nothing. Gallo checks in, and she's at the service line, serving right to left.
So you don't have to pound that thing every time to get a point. You can sometimes
Finesse, yep, a little
get
finesse
just
to
an
it.
aimed hit there.
Sure.
Okay.
Passed up, ball set to the middle. Then take a swing and touched off the Sokol's block, and that's going to be a kill. Number 19, Brooke Eldred getting a little action there.
So 3-2.
Sophomore.
Cochran's up. Cambridge is serving. Okay.
Boylan to serve. Passed up by Tatum Jackson, set by Dana Jackson, and a swing by Claire McCartney. Nice swing from the freshman on the outside. Neither's going to check back in for Douglas.
Looked like that one was deflected, but it still hit the floor.
Yeah.
Rebounds.
Yep, that was a nice swing by McCartney. Sokol's going to be back to serve. Ball's passed up, set the Boozer sets it up to the middle again, tips it over to Jackson. Sokol will handle the second ball, and McCartney again, deep corner, looks like it's out of bounds.
That was what we were talking about earlier. That one looked like, again, like it was right by the line,
Yeah.
but the line judge was right there. and
She's standing right there, yeah.
Definitely got to get a better view than we have.
Sure. Mumford serves left to right, pass by Gallo up Jackson, and Williams going to take a nice little roll shot, out of bounds though.
So that ties the score, 4-4.
Mumford's back to serve again. We have Eldred in the front row. We have Boozer for Cambridge, and shanked pass by Gallo up into the wall. It's going to be an ace for Cambridge.
Cambridge goes up 5-4.
Mumford back to serve again. Another tough serve. That one's a little deep. Out of bounds, and we'll have another tie ball game here. Looks like Rodax is checking in. Mumford, or not Mumford, that's McCartney back to serve. Nice tough serve across the net.
Right into the bleachers.
Yep. Looked like it was going to clip the tape, and that, another one of those tough balls that you think might hit the tape and have a spin off the tape, and you're moving forward and you get pinned a little deep in your shoulders.
Just came over, didn't touch a thing.
Yep. Ball set to the outside. Swing by number 7, Audrey Bullock, that does not clear the tape.
Definitely that one hit the mesh there, yeah.
Yep. Tough ball set a little inside. Couldn't quite make the adjustment. Pass to the center, good pass. Swing in the middle, passed up by McCartney, set by Jackson, swing by neither up the tape. Nobody home.
It's funny now that one hit the tape and kind of bounced over. The last one hit the tape, bounced straight down. Yeah, interesting.
This depends on the angle you hit it, what contact point you have it. Another pass up to the middle of the court. Gonna take a swing from the back row. That was number 1, Claire Mumford.
If you spike from a distance back like that, you're going to have to. That one came low into the net.
Sure, you have to change your swing a little bit. That one doesn't clear the net by McCartney.
Okay, so that's going to
And another thing to note, when they attack the ball from the back row, they have to jump from behind that attack line, that red 10-foot.
the red line.
We call that the 10-foot line or the 3-meter line you hear it called at the collegiate level. She has to take off. She can land in front of it, but she has to take off from behind that line.
When you jump, you have to leave from behind that line before you spike it. Okay.
Any part of your foot's on that line, that's an illegal back row attack.
Okay.
As long as you contact the ball above the tape, or above the net.
You got 3 players up front. Any of them can spike from anywhere they want to, but the ones that start out each play behind that line, they can't jump.
That is correct.
They can't jump ahead of the line to hit it.
They have to jump from behind the 10-foot line.
And anyone is invited to stop on down. Thank you.
That was a timeout by Cochranton. Coach Malliard wanted to talk to her girls about a few things, get them straightened out. They have a 9-6 lead.
They're up 9-6. Closer game than it's been so far.
Miller's back to serve for Cambridge. Got Jackson, Williams, and Gallo back to pass for Cochranton. Passed up by Gallo, set by Jackson to Neither on the right side. Nice swing down the line off of Miller's arms and out of bounds.
So that's a point for Cochran, 10-6. Cochran's going to serve now.
Looks like we have Hoffman checking in on Cochranton's side. Dana Jackson back to serve. Down the middle of the court, set to the middle, tight ball, tips it just over top of the block. And it's a kill by Leandro.
Good tip by Cambridge there. Good job.
Kenda Boozer back to serve. Freshman setter, doing a nice job tonight. Ball passed by Neither, a little tight. Jackson's under the net, so, or in the net, I guess. Going to be point for Cambridge.
Now, if the ball pushes it into you, that's different than you bumping into the net, right?
Correct. Yep. Pass by Jackson up to Dana Jackson. Back to Neither, who swings down the middle of the court. Just out of the reach of Miller. Sokol's checking back in for Macy Williams, and Neither back to serve.
11-8 for Cochran.
Off Miller's arms, out of bounds, and be a point for Cochranton. Another tough serve.
For a second there, I thought that ball was going to leave the gym. Just bounced off the exit sign.
Serve across the net from Neither, passed up by Mumford. Set by Boozer, attacked by Miller. Jackson puts the ball in the middle of the court for Dana Jackson, who sets it out to Hoffman with a nice swing cross court. Nobody, tough ball. That's a great shot. High percentage shot in the corner of the court, and
Angle that one.
Nobody there.
Get you plenty of room there because that corner was open. Yep.
It looks like it'll be a double contact. Came off of the setter's hands a little wonky, and they'll call that a double contact.
Okay. All right, so that gives Cochran a 6-point lead now. And they're serving.
Tough serve. Set the ball back to the outside, number 12. That's Boylan with the swing, dug up by Needler. Jackson sets it up to Hoffman again, who uses the tape. Dug out by Miller, up to the net, tight ball, and Leandro lost the battle there with Sokol. I don't know if she ever did clear the net with that ball, but Sokol was there to make sure it didn't clear.
It looked to me like it hit the tape and went down. Yeah.
I think you're right. Passed again by Boylan. Set out to Boylan. Boylan takes a nice swing. Passed up by Tatum Jackson. Set by Dana Jackson. And tipped over by Hoffman. The ball sent back over to Cambridge or to Cochranton. Set back to Sokol, who swings the ball across court. Nice dig. And Miller's going to keep the ball in play. Hoffman passes the ball, sets it up to Sokol, and a nice cross-court swing for the kill.
There's that angle. There's that angle shot again.
Yeah.
Good job. 16-8 in favor of Cochran.
Looks like Zilhaver's checking back in for Leandro. Neither back for another run. Another ace. She's got a few of those tonight. I think every time she's gone back to the service line, she's put some type of run together.
That's a difficult serve to pick
Tough-
up there.
tough ball when it
just
skims.
Spin in like that, right?
Yeah, when it skims off the tape like that, it's a tough ball.
Okay.
Yep.
17-8 for Cochranton.
Down the middle of the court, passed up, see if they can make a good contact. They do put it in the middle of the court. Zilhofer takes it over. Hoffman up, Dana Jackson sets, she's under the net. She didn't touch the net that time, but her right foot came all the way underneath that center line.
I was watching her hands. I didn't see the foot, but the foot went across the line. That's
Yep.
it.
Your whole foot, if your whole foot's under the line,
If you touch the line, it's nothing. But if you
Correct.
go completely across it, then
so
that's
if,
okay.
if 99% of your foot is over the net, but part of it's touching the line, you're okay. But her whole foot was under. Jackson passes to Jackson. Swing out of the middle by Hoffman, right in the corner. Nice swing. That's a high percentage shot right there.
18 Cochranton and 9 for Cambridge.
And we have Tatum Jackson back to serve. Another tough serve from Tatum.
Can you serve from any part of the
Yep.
any place you want?
Any place you want, as
Back
long as
there?
you're in between those little dash marks back there.
Okay.
Swing on the outside into the net.
Into the net. That's going to make it 20 to 9.
Nope.
19 to 9. I'm sorry, 19 to 9 in favor of Cochranton.
Another pass by Miller. Ball's put up by Bullock to the outside. From Mumford. Ball pass up to Jackson. Gonna take a swing by McCartney again, and she swings the ball and hits it to the corner. Another high percentage shot. It's a good swing in the corner.
Is it tougher to go straight down the line or to angle across like that?
I guess it depends on
The position
the
you're
position of you're in and where the ball is set,
Okay.
where the blockers are. Depends on your mechanics. A lot of different factors. Ball pass up to Dana. Another set out to Claire. Claire hits the ball in the middle of the court. Dug by Miller. Played up and across the net. And we'll see we have a chance to swing here from McCartney across the net. Ball played. Set to the outside. Swing down the line. Jackson picks it up. Sets it out to Dana. Sets it out to McCartney. And it looks like we have another net violation. This time by Cambridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 12. Looks like Boylan was in the net that time.
21 to 9. Cochranton isn't leading here.
And Mumford lets that one go, and it's out of bounds.
Oh, that one did lead the, that one did
Yeah,
lead the gym. Okay. The line judge had to go track that ball down. Okay.
Zilhaver back to serve. Tatum passes the ball up to Dana, sets it back to Sokol, who just goes up and gets the ball and takes it across the net. Looks like we have another net violation, this time again by Cambridge, only that's number 19, Brooke Eldred. Gallows checking in for Cochranton, and looks like Leandro's checking in for Cambridge. Well, we're back out, so Libero Miller can come in.
22 to 10 now in favor of Cochranton.
Gallo with the serve. Nice pass by Miller. Right to the middle. Eldred takes a swing, touched by Douglas, but that's a nice play.
22 to 11.
That's a good, started with a nice pass, good set, good swing. That's what you like to see.
That's one thing about volleyball is that it's not over till it's over.
That's correct.
Every point.
Every point matters.
Every point.
Boylan back to serve. Nice short serve. Jackson picks it up nicely back across the net to Miller. Up to the net. Oh, Boozer attacks it, but blocked by McCartney, and then not handled by number 19, Brooke Eldred, out of bounds.
Out of bounds. That's going to make it 23 to 11 now.
Neither's back in, and so is Williams. Nice serve across the net. Ball's going to be set to the outside. Another swing by Mumford. Off the block, off the tape. I couldn't really tell.
They bumped that little post at the end there?
Yeah,
Or?
well, if it hits the post, it's out of bounds.
Okay.
So it can't touch that. It must have been just outside or just inside that. Served by Mumford, passed up by Jackson to Jackson to Needler. I don't think it crossed the net, but he's doesn't matter anyways. It hits the ground.
Looks like that spike went into the net there. Okay.
Yeah.
23-13.
Yep. Hard to tell sometimes for the ref if that ball does go to tape and touch the block at all or not, but that one looked like it did not. Either way, point for Cambridge. Passed up by Gallo to Jackson, to McCartney again. McCartney uses the block. Nice dig by Boozer. They get the ball back across the net. Williams is going to set the ball up. Jackson's going to take a swing from the back row. Boozer sets it up again to 19. Eldred puts it right in the sweet spot, middle of the court. We call that the donut.
Found an opening there.
Yes, she did. Middle of the court. Yeah, your weakness is on the court, the middle of the court, and the corners, right?
Three
She found it.
straight points for Cambridge. 23-14.
Set out to Neither. She takes a nice swing. Ball's nicely dug up. Miller saves it. We're going to get a free ball across the net. Great play by Cambridge Springs to keep that ball alive. They're playing to the end here. McCartney goes up and throws the ball. That one's got to go over.
Nobody home there.
Did not.
Okay.
Get there.
24-14.
Really nice effort by Cambridge on that play. That's a tough ball to track down, and
They were battling for it.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, nobody home on that last hit.
passed up by Miller. Second ball handle. Looks like we're going to get a free ball to Cochranton. McCartney handles it to Jackson. Neither's going to take a swing on the outside. Nice cut shot back to the middle of the court. And that's going to be your ball game.
There you go. That's the game.
25-14.
Game, set, match.
Cochranton wins 3-0, and they looked good. They did the small things right.
Very
right?
solid, yeah.
Not a lot of mistakes. They served well. They passed well. And they got a lot of nice offensive weapons that can put the ball away. Cambridge did a nice job too, though. I thought at some points they have some things to sharpen up on, and but I think they will. They'll get better. It's still early in the season. There's a lot of volleyball left to be played. They got a nice coaching staff, and they're going to continue to progress, and they'll be in the playoffs. And you can't ever take any team lightly.
Would you think maybe you can get a chance to talk to the coach?
Yeah, I think we'll get her up here, and we can talk to her for a little bit. I'll wave her down and see if we can say a few things with Coach Malliard.
Super.
Hey, a couple quick questions for you. Nice match, and congratulations. This was a pretty awesome ceremony. Can you just give a couple things first? We'll start by the match. What do you think how the girls played tonight?
I was a hair on the disappointed side. I thought we came out and we played awfully flat. So we needed to play like we played the other nights. But I don't know. That happens, I guess.
It does. That's the game. And a couple other things. What do you think about the ceremony tonight? You're definitely well-deserved. You've done a lot of great things and impacted a lot of people's lives. Can you just say a couple things about your coaching career and what you think tonight means to you?
Tonight means a lot to me. I was very impressed with all the people that came out to do this. I do have to say thanks to the parents. They've been very supportive, and I have to say thanks to Dan Jackson, because Dan Jackson is the one who keeps this volleyball program going at the elementary level and introduces people to the game. So I definitely need to do that. And to all the parents, and to actually your mom, Sheila, for all the help that she's given me along the way. And I don't know, everybody else. It's certainly not all just me. It's all them. I've had great kids and great parents all these years. So
great. Well, it's well deserved. You've done a great job, and the volleyball community owes you a big thanks. So thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Well, congratulations, Coach. And thank you to Nick for helping us tonight. And thank you all for joining us today on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel for Cochranton. Cochranton wins 3-0 over Cambridge Springs. So join us next time.